the Alien and Sedition Acts of 1798, 5th Congress of the United States, at the second session, again, and held at the city of Philadelphia, in the state of Pennsylvania, on Monday, the 13th of November, 1797, an act concerning aliens, Section 1. Be it enacted by the Senate and the House of Representatives of the United States of America in Congress assembled, that it shall be lawful for the President of the United States, at any time during the continuance of this act, to order all such aliens as he shall judge dangerous to the peace and safety of the United States, or shall have reasonable grounds to suspect are concerned in any treasonable or secret machinations against the government thereof, to depart out of the territory of the United States, within such time as shall be expressed in such order, which order shall be served on such alien, by delivering him a copy thereof, or leaving the same at his usual abode, and returned to the office of the Secretary of State, by the Marshal, or other person, to whom the same shall be directed. And in case any alien, so ordered to depart, shall be found at large within the United States, after the time limited in such order for his departure, and not having obtained a license from the President to reside therein, or having obtained such license shall not have conformed thereto, every such alien shall, on conviction thereof, be imprisoned for a term not exceeding 3 years, and shall never after be admitted to become a citizen of the United States, provided always, and be it further enacted, that if any alien so ordered to depart shall prove to the satisfaction of the President, by evidence, to be taken before such person or persons as the President shall direct, who are for that purpose hereby authorized to administer oaths, that no injury or danger to the United States will arise from suffering such alien to reside therein, the President may grant a license to such alien to remain within the United States for such time as he shall judge proper, and at such place as he may designate, and the President may also require of such alien to enter into a bond to the United States, in such penal sum as he may direct, with one or more sufficient sureties, to the satisfaction of the person authorized by the President to take the same condition for the good behavior of such alien during his residence in the United States, and not violating his license, which license the President may revoke whenever he shall think proper. Section 2. And be it further enacted, that it shall be lawful for the President of the United States, whenever he may deem it necessary, for the public safety, to order to be removed out of the territory thereof any alien who may or shall be in prison in pursuance of this act, and to cause to be arrested and sent out of the United States such of those aliens as shall have been ordered to depart therefrom, and shall not have obtained a license, as aforesaid, in all cases where, in the opinion of the President, the public safety requires a speedy removal, and if any alien so removed or sent out of the United States by the President shall voluntarily return thereto, unless by permission of the President of the United States, such alien on conviction thereof shall be imprisoned so long as, in the opinion of the President, the public safety may require. Section 3. And be it further enacted, that every master or commander of any ship or vessel which shall come into any port of the United States, after the 1st day of July next, shall immediately on his arrival make report in writing to the collector or other chief officer of the customs of such port, of all aliens, if any, on board his vessel, specifying their names, age, the place of nativity, the country from which they shall have come, the nation to which they belong, and owe allegiance, their occupation, and a description of their persons, as far as he shall be informed thereof, and on failure, every such master and commander shall forfeit, and pay $300 for the payment whereof on default of such master or commander. Such vessel shall also be holden, and may by such collector or other officer of the customs be detained, and it shall be the duty of such collector or other officer of the customs forthwith to transmit to the office of the Department of State true copies of all such returns. Section 4. And be it further enacted, that the circuit and district courts of the United States shall respectively have cognizance of all crimes and offenses against this act, and all marshals and other officers of the United States are required to execute all precepts and orders of the President of the United States issued in pursuance or by virtue of this act. Section 5. And be it further enacted, that it shall be lawful for any alien who may be ordered to be removed from the United States by virtue of this act to take with him such part of his goods, chattels, or other property as he may find convenient, and all property left in the United States by any alien who may be removed as aforesaid shall be, and remain subject to his order and disposal, in the same manner as if this act had not been passed. Section 6. And be it further enacted, that this act shall continue, and be in force for, and during the term, of 2 years, from the passing thereof. Jonathan Dayton, Speaker of the House of Representatives. Thomas Jefferson, Vice President of the United States and President of the Senate. I certify that this act did originate in the Senate. Attest, Sam A. Otis, Secretary. Approved, June 25, 1798. John Adams, President of the United States. An act respecting alien enemies. Section 1. Be it enacted by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America in Congress assembled, that, whenever there shall be a declared war between the United States and any foreign nation or government, or any invasion or predatory incursion shall be perpetrated, attempted, or threatened against the territory of the United States by any foreign nation or government, and the President of the United States shall make public proclamation of the event, all natives, citizens, denizens, or subjects of the hostile nation or government, being males of the age of 14 years and upwards, who shall be within the United States and not actually naturalized, shall be liable to be apprehended, restrained, secured and removed as alien enemies, and the President of the United States shall be, and he is hereby authorized, in any event, as aforesaid, by his proclamation thereof, or other public act, to direct the conduct to be observed, on the part of the United States, towards the aliens, who shall become liable, as aforesaid, the manner and degree of the restraint to which they shall be subject, and in what cases, and upon what security their residence shall be permitted, and to provide for the removal of those, who, not being permitted to reside within the United States, shall refuse, or neglect to depart therefrom, and to establish any other regulations which shall be found necessary in the premises, and for the public safety, provided that aliens resident within the United States, who shall become liable as enemies, in the manner aforesaid, and who shall not be chargeable with actual hostility or other crime against the public safety, shall be allowed, for the recovery, disposal, and removal of their goods and effects, and for their departure, the full time which is, or shall be stipulated by any treaty, where any shall have been between the United States and the hostile nation or government, of which they shall be natives, citizens, denizens, or subjects, and where no such treaty shall have existed, the President of the United States may ascertain and declare such reasonable time as may be consistent with the public safety and according to the dictates of humanity and national hospitality. Section 2. And be it further enacted, that, after any proclamation shall be made as aforesaid, it shall be the duty of the several courts of the United States and of each state having criminal jurisdiction, and of the several judges and justices of the courts of the United States, and they shall be, and are hereby respectively, authorized upon complaint against any alien or alien enemies, as aforesaid, who shall be resident and at large within such jurisdiction or district, to the danger of the public peace or safety, and contrary to the tenor or intent of such proclamation, or other regulations which the President of the United States shall and may establish in the premises, to cause such alien or aliens to be duly apprehended and convened before such court, judge, or justice, and after a full examination and hearing on such complaint, and sufficient cause therefore appearing, shall and may order such alien or aliens to be removed out of the territory of the United States, or to give sureties of their good behavior, or to be otherwise restrained, conformably to the proclamation or regulations which shall and may be established as aforesaid, and may imprison or otherwise secure such alien or aliens until the order which shall and may be made, as aforesaid, shall be performed. Section 3. And be it further enacted, that it shall be the duty of the marshal of the district in which any alien enemy shall be apprehended, who by the President of the United States, or by order of any court, judge, or justice, as aforesaid, shall be required to depart, and to be removed, as aforesaid, to provide therefor, and to execute such order, by himself or his deputy, or other discreet person or persons, to be employed by him, by causing a removal of such alien out of the territory of the United States, and for such removal the marshal shall have the warrant of the President of the United States, or of the court, judge, or justice ordering the same, as the case may be. Approved, July 6, 1798. 5th Congress of the United States at the second session, again, and held at the city of Philadelphia, in the state of Pennsylvania, on Monday, the 13th of November, 1797, an act in addition to the act, entitled An Act for the Punishment of Certain Crimes Against the United States, Section 1, be it enacted by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America, in Congress assembled, that, if any persons shall unlawfully combine, or conspire together, with intent to oppose any measure or measures of the government of the United States, which are, or shall be directed by proper authority, or to impede the operation of any law of the United States, or to intimidate or prevent any person holding a place or office, in or under the government of the United States, from undertaking, performing or executing his trust or duty, and if any person or persons, with intent as aforesaid, shall counsel, advise, or attempt to procure any insurrection, riot, unlawful assembly, or combination, whether such conspiracy, threatening, counsel, advice, or attempt shall have the proposed effect, or not, he or they shall be deemed guilty of a high misdemeanor, and on conviction, before any court of the United States having jurisdiction thereof, shall be punished by a fine not exceeding $5,000, and by imprisonment during a term not less than 6 months, nor exceeding 5 years, and further, at the discretion of the court may be holden to find sureties for his good behavior in such sum, and for such time, as the said court may direct. Section 2. And be it further enacted, that, if any person shall write, print, utter, or publish, or shall cause, or procure to be written, printed, uttered, or published, or shall knowingly and willingly assist, or aid in writing, printing, uttering, or publishing any false, scandalous and malicious writing or writings against the government of the United States, or either House of the Congress of the United States, or the President of the United States, with intent to defame the said government, or either House of the said Congress, or the said President, or to bring them, or either of them, into contempt or disrepute, or to excite against them, or either, or any of them, the hatred of the good people of the United States, or to stir up sedition within the United States, or to excite any unlawful combinations therein, for opposing, or resisting any law of the United States, or any act of the President of the United States, done in pursuance of any such law, or of the powers in him vested by the Constitution of the United States, or to resist, oppose, or defeat any such law or act, or to aid, encourage, or abet any hostile designs of any foreign nation against United States, their people, or government, then such person, being thereof convicted before any court of the United States having jurisdiction thereof, shall be punished by a fine not exceeding $2,000, and by imprisonment not exceeding 2 years. Section 3. And be it further enacted and declared, that, if any person shall be prosecuted under this act, for the writing or publishing any libel aforesaid, it shall be lawful for the defendant, upon the trial of the cause, to give in evidence in his defense the truth of the matter contained in publication charged as a libel, and the jury who shall try the cause shall have a right to determine the law and the fact, under the direction of the court, as in other cases. Section 4. And be it further enacted, that this act shall continue, and be in force until the 3rd day of March, 1801, and no longer, provided that the expiration of the act shall not prevent or defeat a prosecution and punishment of any offense against the law, during the time it shall be in force. Jonathan Dayton, Speaker of the House of Representatives. Theodore Sedgwick, President of the Senate pro tempore. I certify that this act did originate in the Senate. Attest, Sam A. Otis, Secretary. Approved, July 14, 1798. John Adams, President of the United States.